The following podcast is presented by Secret Room Multimedia.
You're listening to Fairpoint. I'm Craig Lewis.
I'm Nathan Kappesser.
And welcome.
Today, we're talking all about Gotham City. That's right, an entire podcast devoted to the R. Kelly hit of the late 90s.
Can't live without her.
We can't. So we're gonna talk about that song for a good
long time.
A good hour or so.
Yeah. I don't know. It is like maybe top 3 on the best songs ever list. Or is that worst songs ever?
That's generous. I don't.
No, that song's garbage.
Yeah, R. Kelly's whole library is not garbage, but I don't know about that one.
I mean, for a good time when I was a kid, I thought I believed I could fly.
Because of that song?
Just because of that song. I was like, if Space Jam can do it.
No, because of Superman. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Well, Space Jam can do it. That was like my favorite movie. Yeah.
Space Jam rocked. I was pretty into Space Jam. Yeah, R. Kelly did a lot of fucking soundtrack songs.
He really did. He was like if you had a big budget movie in the 90s, it was like, who are we going to do to get this soundtrack? Prince? No, that was the 80s.
The shining gem that I remember from the Batman soundtracks was, of course, Seal's Kiss from a Rose.
Kiss from a Rose.
That probably holds up better than any
Gotham
of the
City.
other. Definitely better than Gotham City.
Better than the Bat Dance?
Yeah, none of those Prince songs have
the
as
Bat
big
Dance was garbage. That was just awful. People are like, "Oh, I loved it." He wasn't even like singing. Just a whole bunch of dancing with him dressed up half Batman, half Joker.
And you don't get any of that listening to a song.
No. It's just
music
literally, if you're just listening to that song, you're probably at the club getting really high on cocaine or something.
Because this is the 80s.
Yeah, right.
Craig's like, no, I just assumed everybody just did cocaine
well,
all day, all the time.
Well, it's not exactly something you're going to jam out to in your car, singing along with it. Because a lot of it, the song was just like clips from the movie, looped over and over again to the music. It reminded me of 80, if there was house music back in the 80s, that's what it would have been.
Do you remember, did you ever hear, I don't know if this happened all over the place or if it was just something local, but I remember the radio playing back when Titanic first came out, and there was that Celine Dion song
the radio played all over the country back then.
Yes. The radio you remember that Celine Dion song, My Heart Will Go On?
No.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
You've repressed the memories. Dig deep down. Do you remember that there was a version of that song where they would play like dramatic clips of dialogue from the movie?
Yeah.
The radio played a version that played clips of dialogue from South Park instead of Titanic.
What?
Yeah, it would play like the most dramatic lines from South Park. And this was like first season South Park when it was still new and dangerous, you know? Yeah, dude, and I remember hearing it, and I recorded it. I probably have it on a tape cassette somewhere, but I haven't listened to any of the tape cassettes I owned in
Was it as a gag?
20 years. Yeah. It wasn't officially sanctioned by either Celine Dion or South Park.
So then it probably was certain. The local radio station was like, hey, this would be funny.
Yeah.
Just spliced in these clips.
If anybody else has heard it, and it's not just a thing we heard here in Syracuse, let us know. Drop us a line, fairpointpodcast@yahoo.com. Or Facebook.com/FairpointPodcast. Check it out, though, for real. The Facebook page is pretty cool. We've been working on it a lot since we debuted it.
And please you should like the page, too.
It's our home. It's our home base up until SecretRoomMultimedia.com.
It's definitely the base of our operations.
It's our bat cave.
Yeah, it's our web bat cave.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't actually go inside of the Facebook page.
All right, like really, Craig, though, but there's metaphors, and there's like, no, we can't go inside it, but it's still our home base.
It's where we
still have a butler that attends to us at all times while editing the Facebook page. What will our cover photo be for the Gotham City episode? R. Kelly or City Skyline? Tough decision. Alfred, bring me a sandwich.
Make it mine turkey.
Police were called on a report of a naked man who was screaming outside a gas station, attempting to rip the gas hoses off of the gas pumps.
Does it matter whether he was naked or not?
Yes.
Okay. I'm saying for what he was doing. Like, could he have just done this clothed?
Oh, okay. Like, did he have to be naked?
Yeah.
I'm sure if he were here, I'm sure we'll get an email rationally explaining this.
Well, you see, I was trying to set the whole place aflame, and I didn't want to ruin my new threads. So I greased up, and I got up there.
Interesting, though. Apparently, the cops showed up. They told him to chill. He ignored them and instead just started walking right towards them in a threatening manner.
Yeah, just tase him.
Well, they released their canine unit. Right? Why didn't they just taser him?
Tase
no,
him.
sick a fucking dog on him instead of just tasering him. Jesus. Well, they released their canine unit, Lobo, and the man attacked the dog.
Great name, by the way.
Yeah.
Great name for a canine unit.
Totally.
The
man attacked the dog.
He attacked the dog.
Started biting him on the neck and clawing him in the face. The cops...
So the dog was biting him on the neck and clawing him in the face?
No, the man was biting the dog on the neck.
Seems a little backwards.
And clawing the dog in the face. Like I said, see, they say dog bites man is not news. Man bites dog is news.
Yeah,
here's your fucking news.
Do you think he was like, oh, they're sending the dogs on me? Little did you know I spent some time being raised by wolves. Go back to my feral instincts.
I don't know. So you think it was Mowgli just ripping the gas pumps? He's
no, it was a Mowgli
the gas industry
guy.
No fracking. No, but
I can't fuel up my bicycle.
They could not get the guy off the dog. They kicked him in the back. They used their taser 3 times.
Whoa!
Before he would let the dog go.
So how many drugs was this guy on? Bath salts, probably, right?
I guess so. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Jesus, like, and to think, these are trained dogs that can be vicious animals when they need to be. And, like, they're like, oh, no, he's hurting our dogs.
Get him off me!
The dog's like, fuck this shit. This isn't what I signed up for.
Batman!
The other dogs in the back of the cruiser. Now, man, I'm 2 weeks from retirement. I'm too old for this shit. Let the rookie get him.
I got this, guys. Guys, let me go. I got this.
Oh, hey, chill out, everybody. Tintin's got this one. He's the newbie.
Hey, what's going on, dude? Hey, what's up, man? Hey, guy.
You want to play? You got a ball? Come on.
Oh, God. He's biting me. He must stop biting me.
I just wanted to sniff your butt a little. So this guy, they finally put him down, and so I take it, you can be arrested for assaulting an officer, technically, right? If he bites the dog.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So this guy, he's going to jail for a good long time. Add that charge to it, you know?
I think you can get arrested for ripping gas hoses from the gas pumps.
No, I'm saying that's just icing to the cake. Yeah. Top that. That makes it even worse.
Kindling to the fire. Barack Obama recently became the first U.S. president.
No, I think he's not the first. That was George Washington.
No. He became the first U.S. president to
be black. That was like 5 or 6 years ago.
No.
Barack
Obama became the first U.S. president to publicly mention Area 51.
What? That place doesn't exist. No.
Yeah, he said it doesn't exist. Area 51 doesn't exist.
We were asking what your thoughts on the new healthcare system was doing. Like,
I'm getting to that. I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page here. There is no military base in Nevada. Certainly not one.
Called Area 51, where we faked a moon landing.
And there's certainly no moon landing fakings or alien spaceships there. Or Yetis.
Fascinating. So where was this, you say?
Are there Loch Ness monsters there? There are. I mean, of course, there's no...
Are there giant spiders?
I assure you, there's nothing but rocks and dust there.
There's no giant base? It's underneath the rocks.
Something I've always found interesting, though, that like the government denies the existence of this place, even though it is very clearly there. Like, they don't only deny that there's alien spaceships, they deny that the place even exists.
When there has been actual recorded footage of it being there.
Yeah, totally. And of military people escorting people out.
There,
and,
yeah.
It's and to me, it's always seemed to me like they're just...
Well, that makes it sketchy.
People, if this is going to get people a distraction, let's let them. Let's let them fucking wonder, oh, nope, it doesn't exist. You guys are imagining things. Let's let them go crazy over that one.
No, but it's just in this picture. It's a trick of the light.
Swamp gas reflected off Venus.
That always baffled me. Because, yeah, why wouldn't they just be like, well, no, it's just like a, like a standard practice zone. Just say it's a fucking nuclear testing zone. An old one.
I can see why they wouldn't want to say it was a nuclear testing zone. I'm sure that wouldn't rile
just like
up
some
any...
sort of, like it's a just say like it's a place where they test out new things, military things. Like we have people there. There's a reason for people to be there, but it doesn't include aliens.
Well, that is actually what it is. I think some government official did say that they've tested a lot of like spy planes and stuff there, which I totally believe. I don't think there's fucking alien spaceships there or Loch Ness monsters. Those are in Scotland. Come on.
That's where all the
E.T.
video games are.
Yes. Regardless, President Obama, he mentioned it in a joking context, though, referencing Oscar award-winning actress Shirley MacLaine's claims to have seen UFOs at her New Mexico home.
Huh.
Yeah, apparently, she explains it best.
Usually the person that experiences it explains it best.
Shirley MacLaine says, I've seen a mothership here, and I've seen them at my ranch. One famous day, a friend of mine was sitting in my hot tub out there, and 3 UFOs came over and hovered over the hot tub for about 10 minutes.
Ah, they were just taking pics.
Jeez, those pervy aliens.
Pervy-ass aliens. Come on, get naked.
She believes that the aliens are attracted not to naked women in hot tubs, but the crystals that are in and around New Mexico. She says, crystals amplify the consciousness. They're attracted to that crystal amplification. So she's a new age hippie chick.
Yeah. She wears like magnetic beads and stuff.
Crystal power, man. She says that she's never seen an alien, but somehow she knows about their teachings. And their teachings are that the soul does not die. She refuses to attend funerals because it's against her beliefs.
Still alive?
Yeah, and it's against her beliefs. She says...
Yeah, but regardless most Christians still believe the soul lives on.
And they still go to funerals and honor the life.
Goodbye to this form of the person.
Yeah, I feel like that's a dick move. Like, no, I'm not going to Pete's funeral.
In reality, she's just like, it's so sad. Can't let them see me cry. I'm Shirley MacLaine, damn it.
But she does say the soul is the soul is everlasting.
Like Tuck.
And its learning experience is lifetime after lifetime. So she believes that she's lived many lives that we all have, and that's the evolution of the soul to keep learning throughout its lives. And the aliens are here because crystal consciousness amplifies the soul, and that she's seen them. And that there's Loch Ness monsters at Area 51.
Huh. So off the coast of Spain, a sperm whale washed ashore, dead.
Okay. I'm sure that happens.
Yeah, well, but this particular whale told a rather disturbing story.
Well, that's really... Why didn't you lead in with that? Holy shit. A dead whale spoke? That's like a double whammy of amazingness.
I wanted to build it up, okay?
Holy
you got me.
Holy shit, I didn't even know dead things could speak, let alone whales.
Well, now you do. They did an autopsy on the whale to see what the cause of death was, And
why didn't they just ask him?
Because I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just reading.
They're like,
what
look, we've got protocol. Whether you can speak or not, we have to scientifically
the whale's like,
verify
I know I'm
this.
dead, but you don't have to cut into me. That's my stomach.
That's how whales talk. The biggest thing on earth talks like Gilbert Gottfried. Oh, God! Can you do Gilbert Gottfried?
Well, I tell ya.
It's better than mine.
I was swimming in the ocean one day.
Many days, actually. I'm a whale, so I do it often.
So you know what? This is great because I'll let the dead whale tell the tale of what happened to him. I think I'm eating tons and tons of, like, fish and things just on the ocean that are floating, some plankton maybe. And apparently, a lot of the shit that was in there, just floating in the ocean, was a bunch of plastic. By the time they cut me open, I have about 18 kilograms of plastic just dumped in there from Aldi's Corporation. Into the ocean. Giants, a dozen sheets of greenhouse covers and plastic barrels.
Wow.
Yeah, it's. I should stop doing that.
Gilbert Gottfried, I feel so bad for you.
Well, at least somebody's listening. Yes.
You know, I heard he doesn't actually talk like that.
Well, I would hope not. You know how...
Well, he never breaks character, though, dude. Have you ever heard him not talk like that?
No, but can you just imagine if, like, when he wasn't on camera talking like that, if he talked like that, like, just alone...
I'm sure if you ever meet him, that's how he's going to talk.
I would love for it.
I'm positive. He never breaks character, dude. He's always that.
But how much money do you think he spends a month on cough drops? Like, constantly sore throat.
Not to mention that with that whale of a throat, swallowed Jonah.
Yeah. So there was just a whole ton of plastic that was in the thing's stomach. And
That's
you're figuring,
awful.
you know, it died because it ate all this plastic. How many other life forms out there that haven't washed ashore yet, you know, died because, I mean, this is just what's in the whale's stomach alone. Like, that means that they're dumping, like, tons and tons of shit into the ocean.
And whales are some amazing fucking creatures. Like, we don't even know how intelligent whales are.
I do. Super intelligent.
They have languages. They have songs. They have fucking pop songs. Like, they have songs that one whale will start singing and other whales will start repeating, and then eventually whales are singing them all over the world.
Yeah, #1 Billboard hit.
Hey, I just met you. But this is crazy. I eat plastic. It's really tasty.
So, yeah, come on, Aldi's Corporation. Get it together. You're supposed to be recycling this stuff, so... Just because it's
they
easier,
don't give a
don't
fuck.
Do it. Like, whoa!
They literally... a whale died. Because whales have lawyers.
Well,
we're real
guess what?
fucking scared.
We pay our cashiers $16 an hour. We can do whatever we want.
Tell the whale's lawyer to fucking get a hold of me. Fap.
The whale's like, oh, that's it. This guy's gotta get it. Fap me off. I'll fap you off.
Wait, forget I said that. I don't know why I'm even, like, trying to do a Gilbert Gottfried. It's just like, oh my god. Why is Shag yelling? Tell him to shut the fuck up.
Basically, that was my whole thought behind it. Just yell out, like, accent on some other words and syllables.
I'll be real with you. It's not the best, but it's better than mine.
Yeah. So, Nathan, I know you don't like sports, but this is something that you and I both agree on, that athletes are way overpaid.
Yeah.
Now, would this piss you off just to know that the NBA gives out cool gifts to all the NBA players? Like they need it? Like, they give out Samsung
not necessarily.
Notes?
To an extent. I think that companies should give out gifts to their employees.
Or not the notes, the
notepads.
They give out, the tablets, the Samsung Galaxy.
I figured they weren't just giving them notes. Hey guys,
well, the Galaxy Note's a
here's
phone.
Some for the holidays. We thought we'd give you some pointers. Out on the court.
Well, no. The Galaxy Note's a phone. It's a smartphone.
Oh,
the tablet that
shows you how much I know about smartphones.
Exactly.
I could give a fuck about smartphones.
Right. So, well, I mean, I think it's kind of annoying. Like, these people, why don't you give it out to the people that don't make that much money working for teams? You know?
Oh yeah, they should get presents too. The employees should get presents in general, son.
So there's this one player for
Boxing Day.
There's this one player for the Los Angeles Clippers, Steven Jackson. He decided...
Is he the guy that makes Steve Jackson games?
No.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not. There's so many Steven Jacksons. There's football players named Steven Jackson. There's even another player in the NBA called Stephen Jackson.
Oh, okay. Is it pronounced Steven and spelled Stephen,
well,
or is that his actual
it's like
name?
Instead of
sometimes
EN,
PH is
Steven.
Steven.
Yeah. Well, that's what this guy's name is, Steven with a PH.
Okay.
Instead of the E at the end, it's an O.
I'm gonna have a kid and name him Steven, and I'm gonna spell it like Stephden.
Stephdin?
No, so he's just gonna
Stephen.
be like, my name's Steven with a PhD.
Ah!
Like,
I had no idea where you were going with that.
Like,
yes, my brandy sniffed.
Why would I do that? I don't want that kid. He would hate me. He'd be like,
he's no son of mine. He's no son of mine, I tell you.
To teach you, I'm going to become a fucking punk rock rebel. And I'm like, yes, my plan worked. Fucking A. High five, kid.
Yeah, so anyways, the NBA gave all these gifts out to the players. And this guy was like, I don't need one of these. I already have an iPad, and I have like 3 now because they just keep giving me things. So he went to play his game on Christmas night in the away arena.
Gift horse in the mouth app?
No, he did not. He did something way better. He went up to a random arena employee, just somebody making $9 an hour selling beer or whatever, and gave the tablet to that guy.
Word.
It was just like, here, the NBA gave me this. I don't fucking need it. I'm not saying you need it, but I'm sure you would appreciate this a lot more than I would. I just thought that was...
And he was like, fuck you, dude. I already have a fucking tablet. I don't need this shit. The
dude's like, I'm only doing this. Like, I won the lottery 3 years ago. I'm only doing this to keep my insurance.
He's like, man, so that's how that feels. He's like, I'm going to go fucking give this to some jerk off in the fucking audience. And he throws it in the trash can behind him.
No, he puts it in one of the t-shirt cannons. Fires it. People are like, oh my God, it's not a shirt. It's not a shirt.
It's not a shirt.
But, it's a tablet. Oh, my eye.
I caught it.
With my eye. I'm in so much pain.
But I can totally see the weather and the fucking all my appointments. And
nope, that's just a lot of fluid filling my eye.
Oh God, this is awesome!
It's seeping out all over my face. Yeah, so I just thought that was a really cool gesture and something I wanted. Like, there are good guys out there.
No, that's pretty cool. Yeah,
that's like the spirit of Christmas. Doing like. That was nothing to him. Just be like...
Getting a gift and re-gifting it. The spirit of Christmas. I don't need this shit. I'm about to give this
I'm thinking it,
You know who would like this?
Somebody else. Jesus Christ.
Thanks for the fucking iPad.
Or maybe he was
fap.
Well, no, it was the Samsung, the lesser one. So maybe he was just like...
No, they're all iPads. Like all the video game systems are Nintendo. We've been over this. Thanks for the fucking iPod. Excuse me. Thanks for the fucking iPad. Fap.
All right. You're acting like you're 70 now. So, can you play your Nintendos on it?
Grandpa, it's not a Nintendo. You know what I mean. The Nintendo games.
Don't. I really, really don't know what there's no port to put in a cartridge.
The flip-flaps, the jumping jacks that you put in the fucking box.
I think they stopped using floppy disks so long ago. My copy of Doom 2 doesn't even work on my laptop anymore.
A older relative of mine used to call them jumping jacks. Video games. Like, you're playing them jumping jacks?
No, that's actually a calisthenic warm-up we do in gym class.
In my day, jumping jacks actually required you to get up off your ass.
I ate at the
and
jumping
in
jacks
20 years, they
restaurant.
will again. In my day, playing with your weed get you 3 Hail Marys.
Jeez. Yeah, my boy's been playing with his weed again.
Little do we know.
He's a sinner.
Little do we know, their parents aren't hardcore evangelical Christians. They're just hardcore gamers. And
they're like, he should have been playing with his Xbox 360.
His PlayStation 3. Jesus, Craig. Or if he's going to go Nintendo, why doesn't he have a 3DS?
That way he could play his Wii anywhere.
Just like Paul Rubens. Did you hear, Craig, that there's a From Dusk Till Dawn TV show in the works?
Yes, I have.
What do you think about that?
I'm excited about it or not.
I don't know.
It's pretty cool. It's just like the same thing I thought with the 4 sequels to follow the movie. How much more can you do with that angle? Like, is it just going to be about? Is it going to be about the actual bordello?
Well, Robert Rodriguez wasn't actually involved in the sequels, right?
No.
So he's actually involved in the show, at least in the development of it.
Right, but as I'm saying, like, it was a great movie for, this one family came up. Like, are they just going to do that every week?
I don't know.
Or are they going to follow, like, the vampires and it's going to be more kind of like a True Blood version of it?
It could be that. It could be like a Monster of the Week formula. Like, you're familiar with that term, right? Monster of the Week.
I feel like you're leading towards the anthology series, like Freddy's
No. Like, Monster of the Week refers to, like, an approach to, like, usually a television series, but it could be a comic series, a cartoon series, whatever. Like, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was very Monster of the Week. They did have overarching story arcs, but every episode there would be a new thing that they had to overcome, like a new monster, a new thing.
Right, but is it following the term, the girls?
Well, I'm saying I don't know, but I'm saying like the term Monster of the Week doesn't just refer to monster things. Like, it could be like any show where it's like every week there's like this new
something new.
Yeah, like a new like character or thing to overcome and shit, But you get the picture, yeah. You get it. You get it. I don't know who does it follow.
Well, because I just think that if they're gonna do that same family with George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino, like those guys, like why would they keep going back there?
Well, it's not. George Clooney's not going to be in it. I'd rather them not.
I feel like George Clooney's at a stage in his career where he's like, I just did Dusk Till Dawn so I could pay off a car. Like, I am at this smug level here. I am not.
Dude, George Clooney's the shit, though, dude.
I am better than this. Like,
it's hard to get more.
Maybe
pimp than
you
George
should
Clooney.
have. Maybe you should have come to me about this while I was still on ER. I just don't know if it's going to work that well. I mean, the movie itself was very good for its purposes as a standalone thing, but the way I see it, if Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. couldn't make that work based off of the Avengers and all the plethora of stuff they have to work with. How you gonna make a standalone movie about
Fox,
some guys going
too.
into a?
I don't trust.
It's Fox.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No, that's ABC.
Oh, that's ABC. I watched the pilot and I was just.
And you know what? The pilot was the best episode. I watched the next 4, and it just got worse. I gave up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
It reminded me of like a UPN show.
Whoa! Now you're breaching Arrow territories, and that's a good one.
I don't know. I mean, it'll probably be about the bar, and it probably will be very like True Bloody, like HBO-y, like trying to be all AMC, Showtime,
but it's
HBO-y.
like gonna try to give the vampires that are strippers there and whatnot, or that work there, some kind of development, backstory character.
Or who knows? They could take a different direction. Maybe it'll be like a sitcom with a laugh track, and yeah, like that. Exactly, you get it. Every episode will be a plot that we've seen in every other sitcom, because you realize 90% of all sitcom episodes follow a plot that's in at least 100 other sitcom episodes, just with the characters switched to fit their characters.
Somebody forgets a birthday.
Yeah, that'll be great. Exactly.
Has to have find a last minute gift.
This one guy's got a date with 2 different girls at the fucking bar. One's a vampire, one's a werewolf. Maybe they'll even take a different direction, and maybe it'll be an animated series for children.
For children?
Yeah. I mean, why not? They were going to do it with aliens.
Were they really?
Yeah.
For children?
Yeah. Remember those Aliens toys?
Oh,
we're talking Ridley Scott's Alien.
Yeah,
Aliens. Yeah, dude, those
were definitely not.
There was
made
originally going to be an
adults.
animated series. The pilot doesn't exist anymore. You can't find it, but you can find screenshots of it, pictures of it, promotional materials for it.
I could picture that being like a G.I. Joe's with aliens.
Yeah, dude, pretty weird. Pretty weird. Did you hear about Gucci Mane?
What? Is that English?
Did you, Craig Lewis, hear about Gucci Mane? You know who Gucci Mane is?
It sounds like a rapper.
It is a rapper.
Okay.
It's either a rapper or it's like a French dude or something. I don't know.
Is that the clothing designer?
Oh, he's an awful rapper. I feel guilty calling him a rapper because he does a disservice to the art form. Gucci Mane. He's like
Gucci Mane. It's like a new line of Gucci Merkins.
I think it's like Gucci Man, like Mane.
Yeah, Gucci Mane.
But
I wear Gucci Mane. No,
Jesus.
Yeah, maybe.
Why name yourself after somebody else's brand? Like, what does that say about you? That you're defined by someone else's marketing fucking scheme to get you to think it's high profile shit?
Well, obviously it says they're an extremely creative, original person.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Has a lot to offer society.
I like rocking shit that looks fly too, but like, come on, man. I don't define my fucking self so far as to name myself after a fucking brand that belongs and is trademarked by somebody else. I don't know. But
well, do you think that 50 Cent defined himself by a monetary denomination?
No, but I think that's a little different than, like, come on, man. Like, I feel like that's like you really love Arrow, so you're gonna fucking call yourself NBC's Arrow or something. Like, come on,
Maine. They
NBC's
call me Arrow Maine. Always rapping about that hood guy.
Like, why don't you come up with your own persona and your own identity and your own clothing line? Like every other rapper. Come on. Jay-Z didn't fucking like Rockaware, so he called his fucking group Rockefeller. It was the other fucking way around.
That's why they call me Rockefeller. Ha ha!
That was an alright Jay-Z. For what it was an awful Jay-Z. But I could see where you were coming. Like, you kind of had the mannerisms down. Like,
hey, Beyonce!
I can't. You don't sound like him, though. The voice is too, like, you don't got the voice, but you got the mannerisms. I don't know. If we combine them together.
Let's let Jay-Z be Jay-Z. What about Gucci Mane? We got so far away off of this. Like,
Gucci Mane strangled his cellmate to death.
He's in jail?
Yes. And he strangled his cellmate to death.
So wait, you're telling me a rich entertainer actually was stuck in jail. He didn't get out of it, like with a get out of jail free card. Like, oh, he's Gucci Mane. Come on, let him out, man.
Yeah, despite all the people who sign protests yearly to free rappers from jail, regardless of whether or not they actually committed a crime that lands you in jail. But I remember Lil Wayne like, no. Lil Wayne can do his time. Lil Wayne can do his... I don't care if you like his raps. Lil Wayne can do his time. No, son. Lil Wayne can do his time. But Gucci Mane strangled his cellmate to death after he woke up to his cellmate trying to lick the ice cream cone tattoo off his face.
What kind of toilet moonshine was that guy on? Like, he was just huffing bags of his own feces.
Or something. Gucci Mane said he was trying to molest him. Like, he said he was grabbing his private parts and licking his fucking face.
So basically, he was in self-defense.
His cellmate
strangling
was like, "Burr,
the shit.
It's cold in her."
He's like, "Ooh, I just licked."
There's
Gucci.
no jokes to be made about like sexual molestation or fucking murder or manslaughter in self-defense. Like, none of this is fucking funny. You want to hear the best part? In a closing statement, the rapper said, quote, unquote, "I would never purposely take another man's life. But if I had to, it would be Young Jeezy's.
What? Young Jeezy, huh?
But, like, really? You just killed a man.
And you're just going to bring up, I would kill Young Jeezy if I was to do that sort of thing.
And you expect us to take you sincerely. Dude, like, what the fuck? And why were you trying to lick dude's tattoo? It's not real ice cream, man.
Right now, you're talking to a dead man.
Maybe it was like one of those cartoons. Like, yo, dude, he was just like, he was there in the cell and he was like starving and he's having mirage hallucinations.
He just
and
sees
Gucci
a
Mane
T-bone
looked
steak.
like a giant ice cream cone going,
giant
burr,
ice cream cone.
burr. and he was like, it's Gucci flavored ice cream from
Man,
Japan.
it's cold even without the ice in her.
That's the one flavor of ice cream we didn't cover in the ice cream episode, the Japanese Gucci Mane flavored ice cream.
Okay, we have to redo it then.
Tastes like Gucci Mane.
Pull it down, take it down. We're going to re-edit it and put out a special edition. We're going to George Lucas the shit out of this.
Yes. Oh my God, dude, that should be like a special episode someday. We should George Lucas an episode. That would be fucking hilarious. A lot of credibility. Dude, that would be hilarious. No, dude, do it as a... Oh, man. I don't know whether to edit this out
we would be doing
so we can
as
keep
a
it as a
joke.
surprise or to leave it in so people can, like... So, like, their mouths can water in anticipation. Just the facts. A city of justice. A city of love. A city of peace for every one of us.
Gotham City.
Just the motherfucking facts, son.
Yeah, those are the facts of Gotham City. Everything you need to know is just told right there. Okay, we can sign out now. R. Kelly told us all what it is.
Gotham fucking City, man. I've actually been waiting to do this episode for a little while.
It's a scary place, but it's an awesome place.
Yeah, a lot of people love it.
I don't know why. I mean, you go to Gotham, and chances are you're going to get mugged or end up being some part of bomb plot with a Joker.
Yeah, I mean, if you're one of the uninformed and you don't know what the fuck we're talking about, Gotham City is the home of the Batman.
Pick up a book.
Seriously.
Comic.
Pick
Batman.
up a comic book. Jesus, you illiterate fuck. I don't care how many books you've read. Gotham City, the home of the Batman, Bruce Wayne. Oh shit, spoiler alert, the Batman's Bruce Wayne.
You dumb buck.
Comic book side note, see episode 29. Oh man, the urban New York City based home of billionaire Bruce Wayne and superhero the Batman.
Yeah, and locale, somewhere in United States, that would roughly be where New Jersey is.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Gotham City's in New Jersey. Like past sources have cited it in Washington, or a state in the Central Time Zone.
Well, I mean, if you want to go on to the DC Wikia, it states that it's in New Jersey.
The DC Wikia?
Yeah.
The official
DC Wikia.
Because there is an official one and an unofficial one.
Right. We don't fucks with unofficial because, that just isn't... That makes...
Well, an unofficial wiki is still a vital source of information. I thrive off that shit. Where the fuck do you think I get half my research?
True.
Dude, the Batman wiki is fucking awesome.
It could be edited by anybody.
True. It can be fact-checked by anybody, too.
True.
Fact-check and mate.
Oh, but that's another podcast all in itself.
But regardless, we all know comic books are a convoluted continuity. Say that 3 times fast. I had trouble saying it one time slow.
I'd rather do Toy Boat.
So, regardless of where those other sources may have said it was, apparently the official DC Wiki cites it as New Jersey. It's been seen on license plates in the comics as in New Jersey. And in the atlas of the DC universe, it's New Jersey. Yeah. As few as...
I consider it New Jersey. A festering hellhole, yeah.
So to anyone wondering where Gotham City is, it's in New Jersey. I'm pretty sure... Now, I don't know. I mean, does New York City exist within the DC canon?
They don't really ever mention it. I mean, I always pictured New York City is Metropolis.
But New York City is also Gotham City.
Right. Well,
who was it? Somebody, one of those famous writers, described it as...
William Shakespeare.
No. Comic writers.
Stan Lee. Ernest Hemingway.
No. But they described...
You never got the Ernest Hemingway comics as a kid?
They're fucking brilliant, man.
Dude,
Changed my fucking life.
I couldn't get through the book Old Man in the Sea, but the comics, I could get down with that.
He said that Metropolis was New York City during the daytime, and Gotham City was New York City during the nighttime.
Because New York City is a very dangerous place at night.
Batman did originally live in New York City in the early comics, but
right, that was before an actual, they actually created a city for him.
Yeah, and before he settled on Gotham City, Bill Finger considered naming it Civic City, Capital City.
Central City? No,
Coast City was another one.
I really do like the quote you mentioned about Metropolis being New York City during the day and Gotham being New York City at night, because that paints a good picture about what the city is like. It's very crime-ridden. It's dreary. It's dark. It's rarely portrayed during the daytime.
And the weather is pretty consistently rainy and dreary. Yeah, very cold in the winter, like freezing in the fucking winter.
Yeah, like if you take into consideration the Arkham games, the last two games that have been, in either the city or outside, it's constantly both games take place during the winter, so it's cold, it's unforgiving, it's a city that will beat you down, but yet it can be so beautiful at times. It's almost very gothic in architecture. It's a really cool site, but it's also some place you really wouldn't want to be alone at night.
Yeah, the architecture's it's interesting. It's been depicted very many different ways.
I mean, with every different artist, there's a different vision.
Yeah, and what I like is that it's a mixture of the big stone Gotham of all these centuries-old buildings, a lot of them built in that kind of Gothic style, and also a lot of modern, sprawling urban city.
Right, yeah, a mixture of the two.
In the live-action movies, Anton first did production design for Tim Burton's Batman '89, and his designs were actually an attempt to visualize what New York City would look like had there been no planning commission and it had been run completely by crime and extortion and self-interest. And as a result, there were no height restrictions. It was just...
No zoning ordinance, no building codes, no...
Yeah. There were lots of bridges over the street. The city was very claustrophobic. Bo Welch took over production design for Batman Returns, sort of adding a quirky, whimsical, like German expressionist hint to it.
Which made it seem a lot more Burton-esque, if you will. It kind of, with the, the dark carnival type.
One thing I really like about those Tim Burton movies is... A lot of people have said this, the timelessness of it. I was hoping I could have an original way to say it, so it would sound like an original thought. But no, it's just something I've heard countless other people say, and I agree with. The fact that it's...
Oh, you think it's timeless? Yeah, that's the first time I've ever heard that.
It's modern, but it's also very retro. Like, there's the blimps, the newsboys, you know what I mean? And it doesn't really fit into any one timeline.
Like steampunk without the steam.
Yeah. Or the punk. Barbara Ling took over for the Schumacher films, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. And she was more inspired by,
those never happened.
Super techno Manhattan and Neo Tokyo and, futuristic architecture and very bright,
a lot of
vibrant.
things happen, above the surface, almost, Like, there were a lot of highways way above ground, and a lot of the things happened up there.
Yeah.
It actually, honestly, I know you don't read or watch Batman Beyond, but it actually seemed like that kind of took its tone from these movies, because everything happened above, the streets. Like, the streets was just poverty, and everything happened it was basically ground level was the sewers, and everything was above ground level.
I kind of like that. That's a cool way to look at it. And then in the Chris Nolan movies, of course, they filmed in Chicago, so there wasn't much set design. Well, I'm sure there was plenty of set design, but not for Gotham City.
The Batcave had a pretty extravagant set design. Well, that's another thing is I feel like people that created that maybe had a feeling that there was almost a Chicago-like atmosphere to the city as well. Like a mixture between New York and Chicago.
Gotham City is very much like a mixture between New York and Chicago, settled somewhere in New Jersey.
It's just a mishmash of fuck.
It's also listed somewhere as being like 20 miles south of the Jersey Shore, I think. So that's interesting to note, too.
Jersey Shore, i.e. probably where they made Slaughter Swamp.
Yeah. That's the birthplace of Snooki, right?
Yes. Yes, sure. She could be the Solomon Grundy of real life.
Wait. Solomon Grundy's not real?
Well, I mean...
What about Santa Claus?
He was born on a Monday.
You lied to me the other week, you bastard.
Oh, no. No, Santa Claus is real? No, Nathan. He's real. He's totally real. See, didn't you see that the cookies were eaten?
Half eaten?
Because he can't get full.
He's half real. I mean, work with me here. Meet me halfway.
So there are some theories as to why Gotham is so crime-ridden and almost evil-like. The land itself has been said to have been cursed. Yeah. A millennia ago, there was an evil warlock that caused havoc all over the land, and he was buried alive beneath what would now be around the Central Island in Gotham City. They said that basically his evil essence seeped into the soil and it poisoned the ground with his corruptive manner. And it said that basically that's what the modern spirit of Gotham City has become, evil, almost because of this warlock. He poisoned the ground and everything that built off of it.
I just want to make sure I'm understanding it correctly. So this was a man that practiced magic and wizardry, right?
Yes.
Okay. And witchcraft and shit.
Yes, a warlock, if you will.
Yes. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure, that we were on the same terms. Because there's also, there's some really strange occult stories concerning Gotham's history.
Well, this warlock was basically called Dr. Gotham.
Okay, yeah, I read about Dr. Gotham, too. I don't think I've ever read any of these actual comics about Dr. Gotham. But, yeah, supposedly he slept for 40,000 years underneath Gotham. Boo.
It was really just Vandal Savage.
Who the fuck is Vandal Savage?
Oh, he's the immortal.
Randy Savage?
No, Vandal. I wish.
Randy Savage?
Oh, yeah.
He's under Gotham? That would be amazing.
It was like, I wonder why there's so much evil. He's just like, snap into a Slim Jim. Oh, that makes so much sense. He just went and gave somebody an elbow drop from the top rope for no reason at all.
You're mine, Batman.
If you want to mess with the Macho Man, Vandal Savage.
Dude, I'm sorry, but Batman would whoop Randy Savage's ass.
Most likely because he's dead.
No, most likely if he was alive, too.
You can never really trust a steroid-ridden freak.
I didn't say you could. I said Batman could whoop his ass.
Well, yeah, he's... Yeah, at any point in his career, when he was at his peak, or when he was just wide-eyed junkie.
Me on this, Craig.
No, I'm taking Batman anytime. This
isn't a fight you're going to win. It's just like Randy Savage fighting Batman.
Yeah, no, of course. Batman is the greatest of all time.
Yeah, you fighting me on whether or not Randy Savage can fight Batman is like Randy Savage trying to fight Batman.
I mean, come on, dude. Like, Batman's one of the world's finest. Randy Savage
one of the two.
One of the two. There's two world's finest. I do have a huge amount of respect for Superman. I'm not a fan.
As long as it's as long as you're referencing him as one half of the world's finest, I'm okay with that. Any other time, I don't want to fucking hear it. And that's another conversation in and of itself.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. He's very Boy Scoutish.
I thought you liked Superman.
I do. It's more of a respect factor, though. Like, I appreciate the character. I'm just not a fan of his per se.
There's another weird story about America's founding fathers summoning like a bat demon that comes trapped beneath Gotham and has an influence.
A bat demon, you say? Somewhat of a man bat?
Gotham City was founded in
Gotham City! I'm sorry. Last time, I promise.
Yeah, but this isn't going to be the last time we say Gotham City, so you better...
I promise I won't sing it anymore.
I half expected you to interrupt me in that sentence. Gotham City. No, that was the last. It was founded in 1635 by a Norwegian mercenary and later taken over by the British.
Bloody Brits.
It was the site of a major battle during the Revolutionary War and rumored to be the site of various occult activities, which we just spoke about.
Yeah, in the late 1700s, Gotham was a really big port city. You know, it's right there on the coast, getting a lot of stuff from the Dutch East India Trading Company. It was also known as Gotham Town at the time.
Yeah.
And one of the rich people in the area, one of the founding fathers of Gotham itself, Mr. Darius Wayne, started having Wayne Manor built in the outskirts to look over Gotham.
Okay.
And we all know that Wayne Manor is where many generations of rich fancy pants Waynes growing up.
So Darius, who was he? Was he I know as far back as I know is Judge Solomon Wayne.
Right. Darius was Solomon's father.
Okay.
And there really isn't much on Darius because he's such a minor. He's never had a big role or been talked about much, just in, passing almost, like in conversations in the comics and whatnot.
Okay.
But it just said that he is the one that had Wayne Manor built. And then, he sends his son Solomon goes off to law school at Harvard, whatnot, comes back, becomes a big fancy pants lawyer.
And Solomon Wayne led a campaign to reform Gotham, which was one of the primary influences of the unique architecture of Gotham City.
Maybe it almost seems like history repeating itself. I don't know. We're going to get into this later, but, just with Bruce Wayne running a campaign to reform Gotham in the Court of Owls storyline.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool that, the Waynes have a way of thinking, I guess. So, yeah, Solomon Wayne gets the help of an architect by the name of Cyrus Pinckney to help design what he wants Gotham to be.
Okay.
Basically laying out the foundations of the city. It said that he wanted the designs to basically invoke a bulwark against the godliness of the wilds, wherein we may nurture the gifts of Christian civilization and be protected from the savagery which lurks in untamed nature.
Oh, jeez. Shut the fuck up. STFU.
So, basically build a city.
These damn savages everywhere. Go eat
a
dick.
Yeah. Whoa, that seems a little... I believe they like to be called Native Americans.
Yeah, my point exactly. Yeah. I don't think they like to be called Native Americans either. I think they like to be called by their actual name of their actual nation.
Their tribes, yes.
Nations.
Nations?
Yes.
Americans?
No. Before a bunch of white people came to this land and named it after a white dude named America, there were fucking plenty of nations here, dude.
Like the Onondaga Nation.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
During the Civil War, Gotham was the site of the legendary Battle of Gotham Heights. And interesting fact, the land was defended by Union Colonel Nathan Kappesser.
Nathaniel Kappesser, yes. One of the three, I believe it was, main founders of Gotham.
Okay.
The three main names, the Elliots, the Waynes, and the Cobblepotts, basically built Gotham.
Yes. There were a few other families that had a big part in the building of Gotham, too.
Such as the Canes.
The Canes, the Gates.
But technically, I mean, Kane was, the Gates, let's face it, the Gates were the main designers behind Gotham. But
yeah.
The Canes technically weren't part of Gotham itself. They were in a different county, Kane County.
They still had a big effect on Gotham history.
Very true. Very true. A Wayne married a Kane.
Gotham is a city. A Wayne and a Kane. Who would
have thunk it?
Gotham is a very family-oriented city to this day.
Not in the everybody's so nice and trying to teach moral lessons around Gotham type of family, consider a family movie.
No. But there's.
But yeah, like the different families are in charge.
It tends to be run by families, whether
like the Falcones and no.
Absolutely, no, absolutely. I totally meant that.
Even crime families or just founding families. Yeah.
Well, to this day, yeah, it's more. It's a lot more crimes, but those original founding families still have an effect on it, and of course. There's another family that's deeply entrenched into the history of Gotham City. I'm speaking, of course, of...
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the Tanners, right?
Yes.
I remember Stephanie and DJ and Michelle.
Yes, they actually had a bigger effect on Gotham than any other family in Gotham. Two-Face, of course, played by Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
They look exactly the same. Just
how rude.
One's a bitch and one's not. One's a bitch and one's a child.
What?
Like one's adult. Like Mary, it's like one adult Olsen twin and then one still a child Olsen twin.
That's just preposterous, Craig. That makes no sense whatsoever.
Makes her a great villain, though, I tell you.
I can't even picture her in my mind.
It makes more sense than Ray Liotta.
That's the number one sign of a bad villain. I guess not. Like Yog Sothoth is a great villain, and I can't picture Yog Sothoth in my mind. No, at least not without going mad. At least. Did you just say that Ray Liotta should play Two-Face?
No, we had mentioned.
Yeah, I know.
Before. I
Did you say Ray Liotta should play Yog Sothoth?
No, you mentioned Yog Sothoth.
Funny side note, actually, people have been telling me for so long to watch the movie Blow. Yes, okay. I admit it. It took me a long time to get up on this, especially as a cinemaphile.
I watched that in college. Seemed appropriate.
Yeah, I should have watched it back around that time period, too. Well, I finally watched Blow, actually while at my mother's house Christmas Eve, late at night.
Perfect Christmas
nothing
movie
to do.
To watch.
Lots of snow, you know. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Jesus, Fairpoint does not fucking endorse or condone.
Gotta tell you, I don't do the stuff.
Never once in my life, and never do I plan it. No judgment, but for real, if
not for us.
If you've never done it, don't do it. And if you are doing it, you know,
I just feel like it's an extremely expensive habit that most people can't afford to do.
Think about reassessing the habit.
Think about the lives you could destroy doing it. Think about the incarceration you could possibly have being caught doing it.
The movie, though, great movie.
Are you trying to compare Johnny Depp to Batman? Is this what this is getting to?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I thought one thing I noticed that I found really interesting. Ray Liotta, of course, plays Johnny Depp's father in this.
Yeah.
Ray Liotta was in Goodfellas. He was the main character of Goodfellas.
This is correct.
Goodfellas was another crime-oriented movie that was based on a true story and was told from the perspective of the main character narrating it.
True.
Now, Johnny Depp's a great character actor, and...
More true statements, yes.
I noticed while watching it, in his performance, it almost seemed like he was trying to add a little Ray Liotta to his voice, to his mannerisms, and because Ray Liotta was his father, and he was portraying that character's son,
Yeah.
And hearing him, like, the movie reminded me a lot of Goodfellas, especially hearing him narrate the movie in a Ray Liotta fashion. And I don't know. I wonder if that was...
I don't know.
I wonder if it was...
Maybe. Who knows? That's just what I feel.
I wonder if it was purposeful, if the filmmakers had that intended.
Or maybe, Johnny Depp just started doing it, and they were like, you know what, just go with it. So this other family you're speaking of, that would be...
Not a family in the same sense, but the Court of Owls.
Oh, yes.
A mysterious,
wonderful villains.
Illuminati-esque puppeteers of sorts of Gotham. They've been there... I don't know if anybody knows how long outside of the Court of Owls.
Well, it's said that they've been there since the beginning, running things behind the scenes.
Through generations.
And when you say not a family of normal sorts, meaning it's not just one family that's this Court of Owls. It's basically all the most prominent figures in Gotham that apparently aren't the Waynes.
Well, and most of them you don't see. They do
all
see
hide
them.
behind a mask.
Yes, exactly. And they're all part of this. Yeah.
I just get the feeling, I never really liked the Canes. I get the feeling that at least one family member of the Canes is
I'm sure. I'm sure. The old nursery rhyme that is passed down through the generations, people have mentioned them, but most people don't take them to be a real thing, although they legitimately do exist, and I'm not going to say
who they are. No. We don't really know who exactly they are. Who they are. No.
But their legacy has leaked into the public consciousness, at least in the form of an old nursery rhyme, which goes, "Beware the Court of Owls that watches all the time, ruling Gotham from a shadow perch behind granite and lime. They watch you at your hearth, they watch you in your bed. Speak not a whispered word of them, or they'll send the talon for your head."
Ooh, that gives me chills, because I'm just like, I've been reading myself The Court of Owls recently, and
I've been telling you to read it, man.
Such a great villain,
so
man. So good. And I tell you what, the main driving force behind me wanting to finally get on and read it is, I read the Court of Owls Villains month, standalone, and you said it was okay, but I was looking at this, I'm like, there's so much potential with this, this secret society. Like, how do you fight that? Like, they control everything.
They're so good. Oh my god, and it's really a villain that gives Batman a run for his money. Like,
oh yeah, man.
The only villain
they almost drove him insane.
Seriously. The only villain that does give Batman a run for his money is the Joker. But 9 times out of 10, when Batman faces the Joker, he's still like, all right, I got this.
Right.
This was one of the first and only times I've read Batman at his wit's end, not sure, just afraid, like Batman afraid that he is not going to succeed.
Ready to give up.
And it was well done, because a lot of times when writers attempt that, I don't buy it, because I'm like, you don't get the character.
No. This is fucking Batman we're talking about, okay? He does not know, but like what they did to him, and what happened. Just everybody, as a Batman fan, both of us are telling you, go out and read this book.
It's fantastic.
It is fantastic.
Read anything Scott Snyder's written. It's amazing. Black Mirror, Gates of Gotham.
You should also go out and get what I got, which would have volume 1 of it as a graphic novel that comes with a collector's Court of Owls mask, and read it while wearing the mask.
You don't think that obscures your vision just a little bit?
No, there's eye holes, man.
Okay.
I mean, it's no different than wearing a ski mask.
I wouldn't wear a ski mask while reading my comics either, unless I was reading
that wouldn't
them
make
out
sense,
in the
but this
snow.
makes
But
sense
if I was
because
doing that, they would be getting wet.
It's like you're a part of the Court of Owls. By the way, she would probably beat me up if I didn't mention this. My girlfriend, Sarah, thank you so much for getting me that gift. It was one of the best things I've gotten for Christmas. But part of this nursery rhyme, it finishes, it'll send the talon for your head. Now, this is a group of people that don't get their hands dirty. They're above that sort of shit. They train these people that are, it's almost ingrained in them. They select out who they're going to pick as their talon. That is the assassin that they send out for whoever they deem is ready to die in the name of Gotham, like the Court of Owls will sentence this person to die because they just don't like the way that they're doing things.
Or they just don't like the clothes they wear, the way that
style
they look
their
at them
hair.
in science class, or the fact that they're dating Becky.
Daddy, I wanted to date Joey, but Joey's now going out with Becky. So could you please have Talon kill Becky so I can have Joey all to myself?
Yes, because the Tanners and the Court of Owls were very closely knit.
How rude. Oh wait, or was it that's despicable? No, that's the Sylvester the Cat.
Wait, is Sylvester the Cat or is it Daffy Duck?
Oh yeah, Sylvester was suffering thuckatash.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, what did Steph say? Didn't she say? Michelle said how rude. What did Stephanie Tanner had a line.
I don't know.
I think it might have been that's despicable.
What was their friend? The really high strung
Kimmy Gibbler.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the smelly feet. That's all I really took from her.
I didn't remember that.
No matter what, it was as soon as she take her shoes off, Kimmy!
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fucking Full House.
Fucking Full House, man. They're bringing it back. Do you know that?
What? No.
They're bringing Full House back.
Fuller House?
Even more Full House. Bob Saget's like, no, fuck this shit. I am done, okay? That already ruined my name once.
So just replace him with Kurt Fuller, call it Fuller House, and bam, there you go. 2 birds with 1 stone.
I don't think that's where they're going, but it's
or
probably
as I like to say,
as good as it would be. You know what? Fuck it. Kurt Fuller would do wonders for that show. There is another family that kind of got lost behind the making of Gotham, the Gates brothers.
The architects and designers of Gotham,
yes,
correct?
They were the Gates brothers, the men who were commissioned by the Waynes, the Elliots, and the Cobblepotts to build up what is known as Gotham today. Basically, all the major...
It was originally the
major bridges,
that's where it started, was they each commissioned them to build a bridge, correct?
Well, no, the bridge, the main bridge, was the one that ended up leading into Kane County. It was originally going to go from the middle of the city further into Wayne County. There was a terrible accident in the construction of it, and Bradley Gates died.
I don't know if it was an accident.
It's still up in the air whether or not it was an accident, but supposedly, the Canes swear that they had nothing to do with it.
Well, refresh my memory. A lot of this comes from the comics, The Gates of Gotham. It's a 5-part series.
5-part miniseries, and
spoiler alert this right here. I mean,
right.
One I think unspoken, or maybe it has been spoken, rule of Fairpoint is that we don't spoil shit unless it's the topic of the episode. So don't go into the Gotham City episode not expecting shit about Gotham City to be spoiled.
But still, this is some rich history you're getting from it, and even talking about it now, it doesn't ruin the fact that you can still go back and enjoy the hell out of this story.
Read Gates of Gotham.
It's the 5-part story that Scott Snyder writes right before he starts the New 52. So it was his last. It's his last old continuity Batman.
So now, correct me if I'm mistaken, because it's been a while since I've read it, and I know you've read it more recently.
Literally last night.
You said, and I use the term loosely.
Hey, Craig, I'm going to be talking about Gates of Gotham. Have you read it? And I said no. And you said, well, I don't know it that well because I read it a bit ago. But if you want to consider it research, you can cram reading it. And I was quickly
if you want to read it tonight, I mean, you could consider that research. That would count.
Right. And I quickly went on and purchased Gates of Gotham. It was so good, man. It really is. Read it all. I read it in it's an easy read too. I literally read it in less than an hour and a half.
Oh, wow.
So I just flew through it. 5 issues of a comic. And that's still with taking the time to take in all the art and look at it. I'm probably going to go back through it and devote more time just to looking at everything that's going on in each page. Because I was reading the story and getting through it, But it was just entrancing. Like,
it's been a while since I've read it, but mainly the idea was that bridge kind of controlled traffic in and out of Gotham City, and so these families were more or less fighting over control of it, and the Kane family was kind of seedy, and the Gates were kind of like, fuck off. We're doing what we're doing for the good of the city.
Well,
and the Kanes were like, no, we're going to use this bridge. I mean, I feel like I'm a little off, but am I kind of remembering
off.
it right?
The Kanes came out very seedy. The family, like I said, I don't trust the Kanes at all. There's a way about them that's just off-putting, very off-putting. And what it came down to is if it had gone, if they had decided to make the bridge direct one way. Now, Nathaniel Gate was very fond of Alan Wayne. He was the one that came to him, wanted him part of it, and as they were building Gotham, they were all getting rich and more money, and Alan said, you're one of us. You're part of the family. This was Nathaniel's thoughts. Basically, they asked him to come in and make a decision. They're fighting over who would get, where the bridge would lead to. And they said, if they did it towards Kane, it would be a tougher build, first off, but he would also end up having more control over the port and whatnot, and all the traffic going in and out. And he decided that it would be best for the structural integrity to go towards the Wayne's land that they owned. And then on a side note, he said, I do have to side with the family, though. Like, he didn't let them know. This was him internally talking to himself. I side, after all, I'm family. It was an easy decision to make. Again, a lot of this story, this backstory you're getting is from the first person view of a man who's gone crazed, mind you. But it's like they found the journal of Nathaniel Gate.
Okay.
That's basically how it was told. And while they're building this bridge, it kind of collapsed during construction. Nathaniel is more of the mind and, the designer, while Bradley liked to get his hands dirty and get in with their special suits and whatnot. And there was an accident. Bradley died. And Nathaniel said, oh, that's it. Kane's must have sabotaged it. It's the only way I could describe it. So, in the end, it's left up as a question mark. It's basically said that, should we spoil it? I mean, does it matter?
We already warned it.
Yeah, we already warned it. So, it's basically said that because of the suit that they designed when they were building the stuff, spending too much time in it will make a man go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like hallucinate, and basically he'll lose grip on reality. And they kind of let it end at it was an accident, and Nathaniel went into the suit and spent a lot of time in it, and he started to go crazy, and he wouldn't let go of the fact that it was sabotage, that there was nothing wrong with what he was doing. It couldn't have been them. Since there was no proof behind the sabotage, obviously the other families weren't going to take Nathaniel's side when he blamed Kane. He said, we're not going to prosecute him. We're not going to try to do anything. And it was what Alan Wayne said to Nathaniel right then and there that really set him off was you'll never be one of us. You're our worker. So, that really set him off, and he ended up killing one of the Kanes and ended up rotting in Arkham.
Wow. Yeah, it's a really, really fucking good series.
It was said at the end in the story, Alan Wayne's talking to Robert Kane, and he's like, you didn't do it, did you? And he's like, would I be the type of businessman that could last if I did something so devious? He goes,
I feel like you're not taking this seriously. What's with the voice?
Why? And he's just looking at him. He goes, well, I wouldn't believe that if you weren't twirling your mustache in such a maniacal way.
And now you're just fap. Now, like, seriously? You're just going fap. You're literally saying fap.
If you continue to do that, it will get in my eyes, sir. Do not want any fap juice in my eyes.
Well, he's not actually fapping. He's just doing the universal fap motion. Like, yeah.
No. Back then, they actually fapped it.
Buddy. Oh, okay.
Back then. Those were the times, I mean, it was an innocent thing back then.
It was a more liberal time.
Yet a woman could be stoned to death for wearing something that didn't cover her knees. Men got away with a lot.
And it wasn't until the 60s that a woman could be stoned to death while wearing something that didn't cover her knees. She was stoned.
I thought you were...
She was doing drugs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So some of Gotham City's sports teams, their baseball teams are the Gotham Knights and
now
the Gotham Griffins.
Now you're talking my language. Sports teams of Gotham. Yeah.
I'm not comfortable talking about it anymore. Let's just move on to the next.
Here's my question. Is there's
Thank you for listening. Facebook.com/FairPointPodcast.
We're not done.
Ratings and reviews on iTunes.
There were actually more than that for the baseball teams.
Oh, really?
You said the Knights and the Griffins, right?
Yeah.
I'm confused myself because how many teams of one sport does one city need?
It is a big city, but come on.
I mean, are we talking these are high school teams? These are, there's also the Gotham City Eagles, the Gotham Giants, the Gotham Goliaths, the Gotham Guardians, the Gotham Highhawks, and the Gotham Mammoths.
Perhaps there's just so many incidents like Bain's bombing of the football stadium.
Right, and that would be the football one. Those were the Rogues, right?
Well, I'm saying they retire the team after an entire team died. I'm sure it's happened so many times.
So they just start a new team name.
Dude, it's out of respect. That makes sense, right? It wouldn't be that. I don't know. You know sports more than me, but would it be that surprising?
Well, this is usually
let me ask my question. Would it be that surprising if, in a tragedy, the entirety of the Chicago Bulls were killed? And they said, we're retiring this team name. The Chicago Bulls were killed. And Chicago's going to have a new team. They're going to be called the Chicago Vinnies.
No, because that actually did happen to the Marshall football program. The college team. And they stayed the herd.
Well, I know. I know it. I'm sure it's happened. But I'm saying, would it be that entirely surprising if they did make a decision like that?
Sure. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised by it. This is how a team normally changes their name. The franchise follows the team name, not the city. And they change cities and locales.
So it's not just when the mascot dies?
No. But the team, the people that own the team sell the name to another
Otto
city.
the Orange dies, they become the Syracuse Applemen?
Sure. The Syracuse Banana Guys. Go fighting bananas. We're going bananas.
In pajamas.
They're coming down the stairs and they're coming down in pairs. Yeah, who cares? Oh.
Their basketball team's the Gotham Guardsmen.
Hell yeah, Gotham Guardsmen. Play the Globetrotters every year to keep saying this time they're due for a win.
Their football teams are the Gotham Wildcats and the Gotham Rogues. And their ice hockey team is the Gotham Blades.
Of Steel? Excellent NES game.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Blades of Steel. Yeah.
Oh.
It's a hockey game for NES.
Oh, okay.
It was the first game that involved fights.
What other? I don't like other kinds of blades. They're kind of useless.
Are you talking about Vampire Hunters?
No, I mean blades of wood, no good.
Oh.
I didn't even mean that to rhyme.
Blades of grass. What about it?
Blades of grass, my ass. Blades of stone, you're on your own.
Yeah, the Gotham Blades, though. Sure.
So, some notable locations, landmarks, and institutions in Gotham City. A lot of these could really warrant their own full episodes, so we're not going to spend too much time. We're just going to kind of pour over the map here a little bit.
The map of Gotham, yes.
Arkham Asylum, of course. Everyone's familiar with the great menacing stone labyrinth of cells and
where all the crazies go after they're defeated by the Batman. Yeah.
It's normally out in some type of wooded area, just outside of Gotham, maybe. Really?
No, not really.
No good.
No good. The place where they send the not so crazy, but just criminally bad people. I couldn't. You
were gonna say insane, and then you were like, "Wait, that's
exactly.
That's crazy, but amplified."
You have no proof behind that. Is Blackgate Penitentiary, which is basically the prison. Arkham's is the insane asylum. Blackgate's the prison of Gotham.
Yeah, that's located on Blackgate Isle, just off the shore of Gotham City.
Right, and a little fun fact about that: there are only 9 Batman villains who have spent time in both Arkham and Blackgate.
Really?
Do you know which ones they are?
Yes. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen.
You're looking at the wrong notes, man.
Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and Rudolph. See, you had to listen to the end. Rudolph was the 9th one.
Oh, Rudolph. No, but you were supposed to delete your notes from last times. I thought you were actually going to give a solid try, but no. No, here are the short list of the villains. The Penguin.
Just give me all 9.
Which is a short list of 9.
That's the whole list.
Okay, whatever. The Penguin, Firefly, Rupert Thorne, the Joker, Zsasz. I always like Zsasz. He's a pretty cool guy.
Victor Zsasz.
Yes, the Cutter. Two-Face, Clayface, Calendar Man, and the Ventriloquist.
That's really interesting that they're the only ones that have been to both.
Isn't it?
Blackgate
And there's
and Arkham.
Because there's so many. There's like 40.
I assume that means most of the villains have just been to Arkham, because I've seen a lot of fucking villains in Arkham.
Yeah, like Poison Ivy has never been to Blackgate.
There's also the Bowery, which is the worst neighborhood in Gotham, known as the worst slum.
The worst slum. I think that's like a...
There's a lot of slums.
Yeah, like it's like an oxymoron. Not quite.
There's also the Cauldron, which is an area known for organized crime.
There is the famous Monarch Theater, which is where little Bruce Wayne was coming from the night his parents were murdered, which happened to be in an area called Crime Alley, now called Crime Alley, originally known as Park Row.
The East End is another large, underdeveloped, poor, crime-laden area.
Aren't they all, though, in the end?
Well, there are good areas at Gotham. There's Gotham Heights. That's where Wayne Manor is located.
A rich place.
Yeah. Bristol, Crest Hill.
Connecticut. Gotham.
Yeah.
A big landmark is Old Wayne Tower.
Not to be confused with Wayne Manor, Bruce's home. Wayne Tower is the
tower
headquarters of Wayne Enterprises.
Is open to the public, the observation deck especially. It's said that there are 12 guardians, i.e. gargoyles, guarding that. The top row, I believe of 7, watches out over each district almost of Gotham.
Okay.
And then they're lower down below the observation deck, there's a row of 5, which watch out over all the 5 different train passes in and out of Gotham.
Oh, okay.
So, and that was all Alan Wayne had decided to make it like that, almost kind of like a good luck type thing. People that play the Arkham games might know it as Wonder Tower.
That's stupid.
Centered in the middle of the restricted area of Arkham City, i.e.
Why would
Old
Bruce
Gotham.
Wayne call his tower Wonder Tower?
Well, it was taken over by Hugo Strange.
Oh, okay.
So
I guess Hugo Strange would call it Wonder Tower.
Wonder Tower. He was very German, so.
It's just spelled W-U-N. It's W-U with the 2 dots. I don't even know if that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
But that's how I'm picturing it. W-U with the 2 dots. N-D-E-R-T-O-E with the 2 dots.
Ah, das ist gut.
Wonder Tower.
Wonder Tower. Das ist
Wonder
gut.
Tower. The Gotham docks, of course, at the city's harbor. Gotham Square, the central area of activity in the city, a la Times Square.
Ah, Gotham Square. Yes. Yes, yes. There is, we mentioned it before, Slaughter Swamp, which is where Solomon Grundy was born. Yeah, where the legend of him came to be. Cyrus Gold, I believe, was murdered and thrown in there, and in 50 years, somehow the vegetative area brought him back to life. I don't know. Whatever.
Sure, why not?
He was born on a Monday, christened on Tuesday, took ill on Wednesday, got worse on Thursday, died on Friday. I'm missing one somewhere. I don't know.
Grand Avenue, the main theater district, I imagine must be kind of close to Park Row or Crime Alley if his parents left the back of a theater into that area. Also, Gotham Village, the Bohemian area. All those hipsters with their indie music and their roller skates and their shenanigans.
I'm doing air quotes for you. It is also home to one of the famous Ace chemical processing plants, which,
of course,
a lot of people would know is where the Joker became the Joker, Mr. Red Hood leader.
There's Old Gotham, where the clock tower that Oracle operated from frequently and where the GCPD are located.
Old Gotham takes up a lot of the places we were speaking of earlier. That's where Park Row is. That's where the Bowery is. That's where the theater is.
Yeah, it's a big chunk of Gotham.
It is. It's like half of Gotham,
a lot of what
really.
We're doing here.
That's
overlaps.
where Wayne Tower is.
There's also the Iceberg Lounge, of course, Penguin's Bar, nightclub.
His little home away from home that he owns. It's the one place you can go and just see Joker ordering champagne.
At the Iceberg Lounge?
Kicking it. Yeah.
I always pictured it more, crime and organized crime. I didn't picture the Penguin just letting any old villain just come in and
my canon's coming from the animated series when Joker was given millions of dollars.
Well, at the same time, I don't see Joker walking into any bar and a bartender being like, "Get the fuck out."
Yeah, nobody's gonna tell him twice.
Yeah, no.
Like, Mr. Joker, sir, can I? Would you like a scotch?
I see the Penguin. If anyone's going to be fucking irked at it, it's the Penguin. I see if anyone's going to have some balls about it, it's going to be the Penguin. But
right. But even still, the Penguin knows he can't really fuck with the Joker. It's goons versus goons at that point.
You don't have the snowballs. Robinson Park, the main park of Gotham, of course. On the flip side, there's Toxic Acres. Have you ever heard of this place?
No.
It's an abandoned neighborhood of new houses which are pretty much unsuitable to live in due to its proximity to a toxic waste dump.
So it's nothing like Green Acres?
No.
No, okay.
It could have been at one point, but no, it's polluted, diseased. Supervillains have used it. Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn have both hidden out there.
Well, it's a good place to go. There's also the Funland Amusement Park, which is where Joker... one of Joker's hideouts, many hideouts. Most popular from The Killing Joke, where he took Commissioner Gordon, and in the Arkham games.
And there's the famous Statue of Justice, also known as Lady Gotham, statue offshore.
I thought you were going to say Lady Gaga. I'm like, no. She has nothing to do with this.
It's a blindfolded woman with a sword and scales in her outstretched hands. Craig.
I've seen that before. Could have sworn. So this was a very fun, awesome. We are in no way done with the Gotham universe, the Bruce Wayne universe, but we are done with this episode.
How could you be?
Between our combined knowledge of Batman, we could have like a...
Between our combined knowledge of Batman.
We could either do 30 different podcasts or one 60-hour podcast, which...
Write us and let us know which one you would prefer us to do.
And by writing to us, you would send that email to fairpointpodcast@yahoo.com.
Which I think this is, the third time we've mentioned that this episode.
Sure. Well, I mean, you can leave comments on our YouTube page, youtube.com/fairpointpodcast.
And as we mentioned earlier, the HQ is Facebook, facebook.com/fairpointpodcast. Like the page, show us your support, and
I have always depended on the likes of strangers.
Use it as a tool to be in contact with us. I mean, this is 2013. It's not 2013 anymore.
It is 2014.
But
you are living in the past, man.
Like, seriously, being friends on Facebook is like being friends in real life. It's literally exactly the same. There's no difference whatsoever.
I can think of a few.
Name one.
Well, I'm just saying, I have friends that are friends with the Suicide Girls on Facebook, but I don't think they've ever hung out with them.
I've hung out with a Suicide Girl.
Damn it! You are breaking. Okay, so you're right. It's exactly the same.
I have. I'm not. You think I'm joking?
No, I know. I know the story. But so you win this round, sir. I will come up with a better example some other time. Follow us on Twitter @FairpointPod. That's our Twitter handle.
And of course, keep your eye on www.secretroommultimedia.com. Depending on when throughout the course of history you are listening to this episode, it's either not out yet, out, or doesn't exist anymore.
Wow, that'd be super into the future.
I think that pretty much covers everything. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if you're actually saying anything.
We should be good as long as we keep repurchasing the rights to the domain name.
And that's all it takes.
Really is. Thanks, Fat Cow.
And as usual, if you liked this episode, please go where you got it. You got it from iTunes. Give us a rating. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 stars. Give us a review.
Preferably the 5
1,
stars.
2, 3, 4, 5, or 100 words. We don't know if there's any actual limit on iTunes reviews. But hit us up. From the Secret Room, I'm Nathan Kappesser.
And I'm Batman.
And the other guy's Craig Lewis. What are we talking about next week, Craig?
RPGs.
Like guns?
Not rocket propelled grenades, no.
Oh, good, because I was like, I don't want to do a
fucking
episode about guns.
fun, nerdy as hell role-playing games. Not the sexual ones either.
We're going to touch upon the whole history of role-playing games.
And maybe give you a few of our favorites that we have played.
Yeah, it should be pretty dope.
So, stay true to Gotham. Stay true to us. Peace.
Did we already from the Secret Room, but you never I'm outed. From the Secret Room, I'm Nathan Kappesser.
And I'm Craig Lewis.
See ya.
Yeah, I'm seeing
The Loch Ness Monster is a saint.
According to Bob Dobbs.
She wouldn't hurt a fly. Well, actually, no, she probably would hurt a lot of fish, though. The point remains, that woman is a saint. That feminine plesiosaur is a saint.
Nessie.